Jefferson steps up and you have the one-on-one, but what happens is as soon as he goes under and comes back out, you see how Troy Pride, his eyes were in the backfield. He's watching Kirk Cousins.
That's just a little bit too much speed for Jonathan Joseph to handle, but then at the end of the play, the cutback, putting Kenny Vaccaro on the ground.
Talking about, you don't see many young players at wide receiver come in at the top of that route. You see,
about them needing to carry the team. He's on the outside working against Kendall Sheffield, double move, stutter and go, gets by clean. This is a rookie receiver who plays beyond his years in the NFL. He's going to be a special guy down the stretch. But when you talk about Thielen and Jefferson, they get Dalvin Cook back along with Alexander Madison, Kyle Rudolph, Irv Smith. They've got the players here.
And they got the rookie Johnson on the rookie Jefferson. And he's just not good with his feet there to stay with the receiver.
He just got back on his heels and wasn't able to stay on balance and break with the slant.
Just waiting. Watch this route here. We talked about it all the day. Watch him come all the way in and stem it back outside. Just a beautiful route, and we were waiting for it all day. Allow your receivers. They can't cover you. Look at Jefferson. Put his foot in the ground and go back outside. No chance.
That's certainly been the case.
Well, you talk about those natural things that he does well. Natural route runner, natural hands.
Jefferson in situations, you see Adam Thielen go in motion, so that puts Jefferson in a condensed split. He, again, fakes like he's going to the deep over, something that they love. It's a staple in this offense.
I didn't see this on film. They weren't throwing him the ball this often. This is a great adjustment for the ball. And we talked about the natural hands. There's no struggle to catch this ball. Gets it right between the thumbs and the fingers. Great job by
4 for Jefferson.
3-man pass rush, soft zone coverage. That's a 10-yard completion. Jefferson takes it.
Standing up, knowing he doesn't have pressure, he gives his receivers an opportunity to get down the field. His offensive line, Justin Jefferson in coverage, but you trust if I give him a chance, he can make the play. The play before, you had the same opportunity.
I wonder if that's pressure. Here's your one-on-one, Greg.
Yeah, and I love everything about this route. Kirk Cousins talking about
Stephon Diggs to Buffalo.
Just such an impressive start for Jefferson. He was a slot receiver at LSU, and I asked him, why in the slot? Because he comes out and runs a 4-4.
Just inside slot, he's just going to run a little fade. He's going to stagger off the line of scrimmage, get on top of Kendall Sheffield, and a nice throw by Kirk Cousins on that pass. Now watch this. This is tight coverage by Kendall Sheffield. This is a job well done. Both players. He's right there. That's just a good catch by Justin Jefferson when the ball gets there. As this was not your first read, and you see he lands on top of A.J. Terrell, and he's not down right there. He's on top of the players. So smart, heady play by a young wide receiver in this league, understanding the rules.
Well, Jefferson is going to be working from the left side to the right, and you saw as the cross happened there with Irv Smith, and then over the top was Adam Thielen.
Connection and a beauty. Down to the 37.
Well, pressed right at the line of scrimmage. If you don't get more hands on it.
If you're going to play against the Bears defense, you have to throw the ball on first down. That's when you're going to get the looks, Lewis, and it's wide open on the outside.
And when you're playing man-to-man coverage, you have to have great communication. And it's just a nice route by Justin Jefferson. You see him just going to run an in-breaking route. Safety's too deep. Jalen Johnson looks like there's a little bit of coverage confusion, and then he gets the ball vertical as quickly as possible. Watch this route here. Kyle Fuller is a master at playing off-man coverage. Just watch this. It looks like he's going to take him up top, and he just puts on the brakes and then works back downhill.
Justin Jefferson, he's made his hay. After week 2, they decide better throw, better catch. And you don't usually see rookies do that, man. The rookies just don't have that natural ability where they can find the hole in the zone, they can get open. Just awesome. Justin Jefferson's going to go up and then back out. Anthony Brown trying to guard him. They have 2 guys on. The safety's trying to help, and you see Justin Jefferson runs away from the safety. Doesn't matter at all. You have a nice in-breaking route. All he has to do is cross the face of Rasul Douglas. And Rasul Douglas, he has a tough job because he has to protect the 7-round.
Games 18.
Man, I almost thought he got sacked. He steps up in the pocket, finds Justin Jefferson, throws a dime.
Feel for his body. Watch him let this ball come in, go up and high point it. bring it in. A nice big play for the Mike Cousins. But watch this ball. It's behind Jefferson. And look at the body control. The ability to go back, turn, catch the ball, keep your eyes on it, bring it in. He's a special.
And this game is 23-14. As Jefferson, the rookie, 100-yard gains.
Yeah, and he's running this lazy kind of over route right here. But what we've come to know with Justin Jefferson is if you give him a chance, you put the ball up, he will usually come down with the ball. Why Kirk Cousins kind of pumped that ball, but this is why he was getting kind of held up by Vildor. But what a great job of fighting through the top of that route by Justin Jefferson. But even more impressive for them to just throw the ball down the field on a young corner. This is what you got to do. When you're in week 15 and you've played the way he's played, he's not even.
Ruled him out of bounds. He's had a terrific game. There's one.
Oh.
That second foot looks in, and this would be a booth review, and they should review it.
But here you can see Justin Jefferson getting to the middle of the field, and he is just so well developed. Getting him 4 on that, but you see Justin Jefferson fearless going across the middle, and that's something you can't teach. Justin Jefferson, you can see him lined up from the outside, sitting down into the soft part of that zone. You're going to see him lined up in the slot right here, but this play is successful because of that protection of the offensive line. But Justin Jefferson on the inside and playing on the outside. The boundary can be the friend of a defender, but when you've got